It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Next on Madden Football.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed... The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's how he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
To throw, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. To throw it again, it's Williams. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. A 1st down there. Gain of 4.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
A play fake. Now Williams. He's going to run it. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So let's check out this call.
Offense.
Darnell Wright. Guilty that time. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. Now Williams. To the goal line and in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown Bears. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Still going inside the 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. On play action, here's McCarthy. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it, and the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Tyler Scott, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
On third down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good...
First and 10. To throw is Williams. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Second and 7. Williams. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Give up the middle with Swift. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's Williams. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Minnesota.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Look him up on a second down and 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Joe. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. TJ Edwards there on the stop. Moore going in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Now he'll run. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to look downfield once again.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. A toss left side, caught by his running back, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
He keeps it himself, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Moore going in motion. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start out first down and 10. Moore going in motion. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Scott now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
To throw it again, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. Throwing again, Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams to the air once more. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports. Still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half, about to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. A run, it's Jones, and he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Here we go, set. Bring it, check,
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears are back within a point. It's 14-13. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back, but instead you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Now a handoff. Jones. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Here comes the screen to Jones. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. On the draw, here's Jones. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On the ground, it's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. It's 2nd down. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They will run it over center with Swift. And they'll at least get that penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and 10.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The Bears sending out their punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. it's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Vikings.
Here's 1st and 10. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Moore going in motion. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it once more with Jones. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Jones. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Bears 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on second down, Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Now Williams. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And this throw batted away and incomplete.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
Throwing again, Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
On first down, it's Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Give up the middle with Swift.
No real surprise here, Mike. I think with the way their defense is playing, they decide to just play it safe, short run, get the ball a little bit closer for their kicker here on 4th down, and just make sure they end this drive with points.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. And incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
This is Jones. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air, and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. Well, you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Moore going in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. First and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On the handoff, Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Another try, 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Here we go. One final play. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.